Hello, welcome back into the studio. My name's Jane, and as some of you may know, I've just finished a winter project, which was a cruel sort of Jacobean embroidery project that took me 4 years to actually do. And as it's Friday, and we always used to do embroidery on a Friday, I wanted to actually do another kit that would take me some time, and also it would involve quite a lot of stitches. I wanted something a bit different to the Jacobean work or the crewel work, but I still wanted to use the wools. So I've looked through my what I call my treasures, my stitching treasures, and I found this kit that I was given a long time ago. It's an Ehrman kit, and I'll open it up with you because there are quite some surprises, and I'll show you them. Now, this kit, if you're not familiar with Ehrman kits, they are beautiful. Their website is lovely to go and see, and their designs. And it comes with, obviously, the wools, and you can see here they're in large sort of skeins. It comes with instructions. Instructions for working your kit, and this is a needlepoint kit. They call it a tapestry kit, but actually tapestry is woven, whereas needlepoint on canvas is done a half cross stitch or a continental stitch, it says here, which you can actually do longer threads if you wish. And some of the needlepoint or tapestries actually do a long stitch as well. So the instructions are lovely, but they're not as beautiful and sort of concise as Brenda's are. Now, I was surprised when I opened this. It's a rectangle. From the front, I thought it, before I opened up the bag, I thought it was a square, but it's not. So I'm pleasantly surprised because I do love rectangle cushions. And this was designed by Margaret Murton. And I went and did some research, not only on Ehrman kits, but also on YouTube, and found a Ehrman video with Margaret Murton talking about how she designs her patterns for the needlepoint, and it shows you her home, her studio, and it also shows you the painting for this daffodil cushion, which I was over the moon with. And of course I've popped a link with this for my video, because it's a beautiful one to go and see. When you get encouraged by other artists and inspired, it's always good to go and have a look. It makes me smile because, and I told you the surprise, because this was actually done in 1993. So this kit is 30 years old, and it is still as bright and as beautiful as the day that it was packed. So that tells you something. It's very concise, because if you look all down the side, it's colour coding for the wools. So I will literally divide up the wools. It's that thing of organising yourself. So organising all these lovely wools. Now, I showed you the colour chart down the side. So what I'm going to do is take these skeins and undo them so that I sort out all the different threads. And then what I'll do is take the main sets of threads and pop them on here. And this is just an ordinary embroidery hoop. What I'll do is I'll then knot them onto here just loosely, and I'll put them in the order of what they come on the chart here. Now, you can, if you want to, put a piece of paper with the number on and staple it to here so that you really know which is which, but I'm actually going to put it in order. Now, when I end up where I have got small pieces of the threads, I am going to, you know, you've used it on the tapestry and you end up with something that sort of length. I'm going to then pop them on here so that I've got the, what I call the offcuts on here and ready to use, because as you move around the chart, you'll be signing off and, you know, going back on again, you know, because you'll be using the greens down here, greens down here. So I will literally have little pieces left, and I'll write by the side of them the numbers from here, and then I'll put the corresponding threads in here so that I've got them to hand, and then you can just rub them out and use them again. I do like these thread tidies. You can use a piece of cardboard, punch holes in it. It just makes it so that you'll then become organised. I've also then got to put this on a frame, and I'm going to be using, like I did with the crewel embroidery, I'm going to be using just the ordinary roller frame, and I'm going to stitch these pieces onto here to make it easy. And as you can see, it fits within that area for me, so that's good. I was also impressed that when I opened the kit, it still had its needle. So I've literally got everything that came with the kit to start this project. So if you'd like to either like or subscribe to see this project coming along, and what I'll do is we'll see how long it takes. So I'm also going to ask you if you could comment below how long you think this project's going to take. My last one took 4 years. Hopefully not 30, because, you know, that's a bit too long, because actually I would like to do this one and probably get it done by the summer, if I stitch on it every Friday, which is what I would like to do. So there we go, the new spring project. Here is the daffodils designed by Margaret Murton, all finished, and now it's going to be ready to go into a cushion. And I'm going to do like I did with the crewel embroidered cushion. I'm going to put some piping all the way around the edge and back it, and then stuff it so that it is a long cushion. I've really enjoyed doing these, but what I wanted to ask you is, and if you can share with me how you do yours. Some people do the needlepoint or the tapestry where they do it line by line, and they might have 5 or 6 needles with threads all the way along, which is what my husband does. So his back of the work is as good as the front. Or are you like me, where you pick out an area, say in this one with the daffodil, and you do the brown bit, and then you sign it off, and then you come over here and you do another bit of brown bit? Or do you do section by section? I'd love to know, because when I got down to this bit, it was it took quite a lot of time to actually do these long stripes of colour along each edge, especially here, filling it all in. And certain areas I can see where I've gone back on bits because I haven't done it straight the way across. So comment below how you do your needlepoint, whether you actually start from one corner and go all the way across, or whether you pick out areas of interest to do each time you come and sew. I started it on the 10th of February and I finished it on the 10th of March. So I'm really chuffed. It only took technically a month. So what do you think? Again, comment below, and I'll see you soon back in the studio with some more embroidery.